What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about the situation going on with the club, massive disappointments, massive failures, worries about Kieza, and of course, I got a co-host today. Stick with us, we'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Beyond Canary Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it is May 1st. It's going to be May. And today, of course, I got all your coverings of all the things you want to talk about when it comes to Juventus, all the latest news and rumblings that we have going on. Before we do anything, though, do me a solid favor. Smash that like button. Little Nello here asked that you would hit that like button, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Before let me go ahead and drop this once again. Nello would also like you to go ahead and click over here and make sure you subscribe to the Now We Can Talk Like Men podcast. Dropped our first podcast. This one's really college basketball related. We're going to talk about all kinds of things, not just sports, not just whatever. It's going to cover a variety of topics. It was the more pressing matter at the time, given where we are and where I'm located personally. But Nello would appreciate it if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button on that channel. After we get 500 subscribers, I know it's going to be a little bit of a trek to get there, but once we get to 500 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway of a jersey of your choosing. So please go ahead and show the support over there and hit that subscribe button right now. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the news that we have of the day. Very first up, Nello, you want to cover this one? You got it? Okay. Just so you know, the reason he's here is I don't have anybody else to watch him, and we're going to do some news. We're going to get the news out for you still. All right, Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting that Juventus have decided that Kostic and Allegri Jr. will remain at the club next season. One of those positive, one of those I don't know how I feel. How do you feel? He's not super impressed by the idea of potentially keeping Kostic at the club, but Allegri Jr. seems to be a guy who's really earning his keep and is a youngster with a lot of potential moving forward. Though, after the match yesterday, I'm not talking about him, but about the club moving forward, I don't know how we feel overall about this day. I know how we feel. We're pissed. We're angry. Trying to keep it G-rated in front of my son, but I'm not happy about what's going on right now at the club. It's time to move on from Max Allegri, and it's time to get away from these dinosaur tactics and this dinosaur mentality that he currently has. All right, Nello, let's go ahead and move forward, and let's move up and talk about the Juventus ineptitude, which Allegri ineptitude at Juventus. Juve have one win in their last 8 games. Should be an E in there, not scoring more than once in any of those games. So congratulations. This is what Max Allegri gets us. This is what the club is happy to continue on with, and this is what fans are pissed off about right now. All right, let's continue on, though, and let's go ahead and see what Max Allegri had to say regarding the events that were when it comes to the game against, obviously, Bologna, dropping points again, 1-1. I'm in disbelief where we are sitting right now. That's the only way that I can really put it. We continue on going to say, he says, a game like this would have lost a week ago. This freaking guy. Nello, can you believe this freaking guy? Can you believe this guy? He's ridiculous. Anyway, let's look at the positive things. Sule and Illing missed easy goals, but they are guys with 10 games in the Serie A, and they would like to conquer the world, but they are in a growth phase. We gained a point on Lazio, and we keep the advantage on the pursuers. I can't with the way that he's twisting and turning things to try to make it in his favor and act like it's not that bad. We have eyes. We've seen the game. We have guys who have played the game. We know what's going on, Max Allegri. Your time's done. Moving on. Quit with the excuse making. I'm tired of it. Right? We're tired of it. All right, let's continue on with what he has to say. We have to accept the mistakes the youngsters make. Bless you. Well, that's fine. Bless you, buddy. That's fine. We can accept the mistakes the youngsters make. What about the old ones? What about Quadrado? What about the old guys? What about their mistakes? What about the issues that they keep having on the pitch? Those are the ones that we need to talk about. Those are the ones we're having issues with. Those are the ones that I ain't happy about. And those are the ones that, I'm trying to see how I can really say this in front of my son. I'm pissed. That's what I am, right? You're pretty pissed too. All right. It goes on to say there was a great desire to win, but we didn't succeed. We created a lot of things, but we have to restart from tonight because we hadn't scored for so many games. Yeah, that's because of your tactics, bro. That ain't because it ain't you trying to build them up. It's your fault. You're the reason they haven't scored in so many games. Continuing on, he goes on to say there are times to shoot certain kinds of penalties. At the moment, you aim for a corner and shoot. Then Skorupski knows him. Milik played an extraordinary very game on a technical level. Yet you continue to look toward Vlahovic and wanting to go with him instead of playing Milik more, which doesn't make any sense to me lately. I understand Vlahovic is supposed to be that guy, but he ain't been that guy. Continue to say, we have to work and improve. The changes gave us energy because in the first half we spent a lot. In the second half, even when we accelerated and rushed the play we made. I don't even know what you're saying there, bro. That's fine. He goes on to say, unfortunately, to defend high, we need everyone's availability. Kieza and Milik ran a lot in the first half. Kieza has no position. He's an attacker who sometimes goes on the left. Sometimes you find him in the middle, and you have to hope that his play becomes important. It's difficult to cage him in. Well, I have a question, and something that I wonder, we'll answer here in a second, is how Kieza feels about your statement. How Kieza feels about the way you're utilizing him. If you say that he has no position, that he's just an attacker, if he's happy with the way things are going on, that's something that I would like to know, and I think we kind of already know the answer, right, if you looked at the thumbnail. He goes on to say, I feel the backing of the club every day. Since I came back on the first day, we have had 3 important months. Now is the most important moment. We're doing a good job. They're important young people who give energy. It would be nice to finish second to improve on last year's position, but we have to do one piece at a time. I am very happy to be at Juventus. You know who ain't happy? We ain't happy. The fans aren't happy. We're not happy with the performances you're putting out here. I bet you're happy with the money you're getting paid. But no, I'm sorry. It's time to move on. Time to get Max Allegri out of here. Time to look toward the future. And one of the reasons we got to do that is because of this report moving on. And that's Adriano Del Monte reported yesterday that following reported Vlahovic and Di Maria issue, sources close to Kieza now have revealed to him a disconnect between he and the club, also due to the coach. Superstar regularly played out of position, now uncertain about the future. He's frustrated for Fede Chiesa. Juve remain committed to the Allegri project. And this is something that we're going to have to watch out for. And this is something that, to me, is terrifying. The club could be so committed to the idea of Max Allegri. And when I say that, it's because of the financial strain with him. Any of the issues going on. Obviously, right now, you have no leadership right now with the club. I know. Okay, of course. Okay, let's back it up for a second. Sorry, but you got me a little ahead of myself. Juventus is going to say this right to the end of the season. Right now, a couple years ago, when Pirlo was about to be ousted for Max Allegri, I was under the idea and the feeling that, hey, I would rather see Pirlo go a couple games early because I was so worried about the way this ends. This is a worse situation than what Pirlo had us under. And I understand not all of it is on the pitch, but 89, 90% of it, I feel like is pitch-wise. It's not just because of all the uncertainty and all the issues with the legal aspect, with the FIGC and all that. That's a problem. But all this is just pace of play, just things that you're doing, the schematics, the way you're playing, they don't make sense. And that's my issue. We need to move on from Max Allegri. It's time to get away from him. I know the club's going to say that they remain committed to him, but I got to know as soon as that last game's over that you're moving on and you're moving forward, because we cannot do another season of this. Especially if you're risking losing a guy like Federico Chiesa, one of the youngsters, one of the big-time players that you have for the Italians, but also just overall in football. All right, and then finally, one of those last things that I'd like to throw out there, Mirror Football, then put out there that Zinedine Zidane is keen on a return to being a head coach this summer, but Real Madrid and Premier League will not be his destination. Zidane is strongly tipped to coach PSG, but a move to Juventus cannot be ruled out. Juve could part ways with Max Allegri. And to be honest, that's what needs to happen. It's time to move on. I'm not saying it has to be Zinedine Zidane. I would like the name Zidane. I know a lot of people love it. They want to see him get a chance at Juventus, and they want to see him give Juventus a chance. I agree with that. But the problem is, do I think that he is the guy to fix everything? He doesn't have to be. There could be a long list of different other guys I would like to get opportunities and like to see them potentially coming to Juventus. It doesn't have to be just because of Zidane, but if you want to go up to bat for him first, that's fine. Either way, it's just got to be Allegri out at this point. It has to be. We got to be done with it. Can't risk losing more talent like Chiesa in the future. Anyway, that'll do it for this edition of The News. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, do me a solid favor. Smash that like button. He asked that you please smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. And of course, you can follow Bianca Zone at Bianca Zone, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve. Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to your old lady for me.